gonna run away. You'll be alright. Believe me when I say I never want to change you and I. Oh, the darkness makes me want you. Do you feel that too? The darkness makes me want you. But do you want me to?
Now, I'm not typically insecure, but when you found me, I was so much more. Every goodbye left me searching for an answer. I still don't have the answers. Now, I know me and you feel some things. Right now, I don't know what that means. I wanna let you in, but I don't know how to. Before I say the things I want to. You gotta know my heart's been broken a few times before. If I seem close off a distance, it's not personal. I wanna let you in, but I don't know how to. Before I say the things I want to. I need to know that I'm not falling in love alone this time. Alone this time. I need to know that I'm not falling in love alone this time. Alone this time. I don't usually fall so fast to open up so quick about my past. I guess it's just something about you. There's something different about you. You gotta know my heart's been broken a few times before. If I seem closed off a distance, it's not personal. I wanna let you in, but I don't know how to. Before I say the things I want to. I need to know that I'm not falling in love alone this time. Alone this time. I need to know that I'm not falling in love alone this time. Alone this time. Alone this time.
But now, if you hear me now, let me know. We thought we had it all figured out.
In love alone this time. Alone this time.
How about now? Any better? Might have to turn this mic up here. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate the help. Boom. Bang, bang. I love it. I love it. I don't know if you follow. I'm guessing you follow content like this or you do this. If you have ideas or anything like that, this is just kind of testing right now. But if there's anything you want to kind of talk about in the future live events, let me know. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever even done this to check or to test it. So this was kind of the next evolution of the show. For sure, instead of just the podcast end of it, it was definitely going to be more suited to doing something live or kind of coming on here and then allowing whoever comes in or however they come in to be a part of it. So this is brand new for me. So I'm pretty stoked that you're even here just to kind of help me out with this part. This is pretty cool. Hope your Halloween is going amazing.
She'd be right back in my arms.
What do you usually come here and listen to or research on YouTube? What do you normally listen to? Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's better. Yes. Are you feel like you're going through a shift now with all this stuff that's kind of coming on in the ether? Like, so many people are going through some pretty intense shifts and like energy kind of transmutation. Are you feeling that? Is that something? Good for you. What's calling you to go there? Mexico. I'm assuming you're in the US now. Yo. I love it. I love it. Toronto. Oh man, what a big jump. I think that's incredible. I feel like it's kind of like that too, right? I really do. I feel like, again, if you're called to do something or you feel something's there, I don't think there's a better time than now to be able to do that. So you're in school now. What are you studying in school? Oh yeah, so you're in it. And if you also, good for you. If you also have that connect, so if you're going through the education process, but like really connected to this, I love it. It's. Have you always been guided to want to go to Mexico, or is this a new revelation, something that's just kind of coming in now? That's great. Do you have an idea, like when you think about it? I don't know if you're a meditator or if you just like are just connected normally. When you think about it, do you know? Hello, how are you? Do you have an idea of what it's going to look like when you get there? Like the next step, trusting the next step, and what that looks like, even though you don't want to like necessarily dictate what it'll be, but do you have an idea of what you want to create there, what you want to have happen there? I'm doing great, my friend. I'm doing great. We're just testing out a couple things, but whoever came on, I wanted to kind of vibe with. This is so awesome. I wasn't sure if anyone was going to be even in the algorithm to find this. This was literally just an audio test that my man Vibender helped me out with. Best case scenario. Yeah. What Oh, wow. Okay. I like that you're following that. I like that you're following the guidance and the spirit part of you. Is there a part of you, you're in college now, you've been going through this process. Is there a part of you that is resistant to it? Is there a part of you that has fear? Is there a part of you that like references a past version of you like and resistance wise that you are looking to overcome, or you just feel directly called to going to Mexico to make this happen? I feel like people that are going to come on, anyone that's listening to this or even listens to this after the fact, that's going to be a theme in everyone's life, is a lot of the momentum and energy that's been kind of created up to this point, up to this now moment, which again is all you have. We're being asked, I think, in a big way to shift into the belief of the thing that we say we want to be. But the story that said that we weren't that thing for so long is kind of also coming into fruition. So we're being faced with a little bit of both. The thing that wants to create the version and the life we want to live, and then also the story that for so long said that we couldn't. And I feel like that's a big thing. And this is new to me, this part, but podcasting on the audio platforms has been growing and growing and growing. So I've been able to talk with a lot of people, and that is very much what seems to be happening. It's definitely a portion of even something that's happening in my life too. But I think we're on the other end of it. I feel like this next month is going to be pretty powerful for all of us, really. I had a question also for you, Vibe Bender. I love that name. Let's see here. Energy wise, as far as Mexico is concerned, that's like a very, when I think of that or try to feel on that, like that's a very specific feeling that I get as far as what that culture represents, what the energy of that place geographically on Earth represents. And now, were you saying you want to go there fast, or you're going to fast when you're there, like fasting?
Have a lot to say, you know just how to annoy me, but I need you every day. I still need you every day. I know I could be just fine out on my own every Friday.
Right. Yeah. Thinking about the way things we don't want them to go is a big part of that. I feel that, like the resistance of, let me read what you wrote again here. Think of scenarios where I don't necessarily feel. Yeah. So you're looking to purge and clear and align. For sure. Do you have something in place as far as when you like realizing the momentum of those unwanted thoughts, or the momentum of creating or manifesting the unwanted, like shifting that? Do you have a way to shift that into the higher frequency state or the more aligned state as you let those kind of things in? So in your moment, you're looking to imagine and script what it is that you want, and you want to see that and feel that and connect with that for sure, even before it happens, so that you create it, so that you manifest it. But when those other thoughts, the doubting thoughts or the lower frequency thought waves come into your awareness, do you have check systems in place to shift them, to allow them to feel them, but to not believe them or to not agree with them? Because agreeing with them will create them in some way, energetically anyway. You have a system in place? Or do you meditate also? I would imagine you do. I'm also learning as to whether or not this is the best way to communicate, or if there's something better. Yeah, right. If you can, do your best. Like, there's just something that I kind of like to think about. And again, I always just like to say things that help me or work with me, or that I try to get from whatever degree of consciousness I would have access to. to know that if you only have now, you're being called to this place. And I feel like it's very authentic. And you said it's a feeling and a calling, which is very difficult to argue with, because that's not a narrative or a belief. A feeling and a calling is something that's very, I feel, connected to, like, cellularly in your body. So that call is something that won't go away. But a belief system or resistance to that calling, or to doubting that calling for you, can come from previous versions of you and stories that have experienced things that would allow you to develop those belief systems. But that's all they are, is just a belief system. They're not objectively true in the world. They're subjectively true to us because we have an identity attached, and we can link our sense of self to versions of us that were limiting us. So when you have a dream like this, and you have a vision and you have a calling, it's relying on the full strength of your agreement with that and your alignment with that. And in that moment, choosing to believe and choosing to love and choosing to know that that guidance is not coming from you, it's coming from wherever it's coming from. And the doubting voice is coming from the mind, and the mind can only know what we put in it. It can't know anything beyond that, because it's like a hard drive, I believe, into a computer. So it will come up and it will throw whatever it can, that egoic voice, that limiting voice, that narrative of doubt and disbelief. It will throw anything into your awareness, which is all you have in the moment, is your awareness. It will throw anything it can to try to get you, the part that's connected to this, to side with it and to give it attention and to commit your energy to it and to align your sense of identity and self to it. Because if you don't do that, it will die. That story dies, and it doesn't want to die. It's energy. It needs to be transmuted and released. And so you want to give it attention as far as understanding what it's saying. But when the new thought comes in that's from alignment, you want to know that this is right, because you know what the doubting voice is. That's contrast and duality. You wouldn't know how amazing this dream is if you didn't know all the contrasts and the unwanted things that led up to knowing this was right. So you can end up being grateful for that voice without aligning with it, without agreeing with it, without believing that it is you and that it has any idea of what is available for you in potential going forward. It has no idea, which is why it doubts. The part of you that you need to continue to do what you're doing and align and allow in is the part of you that does know, but can only tell you the next step. It won't tell you any step beyond that, because it's like the GPS in your car. You ever drive somewhere and you're like, you want to go to Florida. So you're driving and you put your coordinates in, and we do that when we say, like, this is what I want. I want to go to Mexico, and I want to be connected, and I want to fast, and I want to align, and I want to build whatever it is I want to build. That's like putting the coordinates in the GPS. And then just like on our phone, it will pull the whole length of directions, play by play, bit by bit. It will pull it all up. Our mind will want to know the whole way and know the whole map, and it won't rest until it knows every single road and every single turn. But the guidance of whatever this connection is will tell you what the next road is, and it will absolutely tell you. But it does that so you can enjoy the road you're on, and trust that the next step is going to be there. Trust that the next step is going to be there once you take inspired action on the first thing that it told you. And again, the first part of this process, we're going through life needing to know and control everything, and needing to control the world in order for us to feel good, because sometimes we don't feel good first. But I feel like you're right there of feeling good first. Like, I feel like you feel good, which is the way you know that you're called to this thing. And feeling good first is what's inspiring you to go there. So any doubt you might have, any voice that you might have, any resistance or restrictions you have to actually doing this thing, or listening to other people that might be telling you, like, don't do this, or you're crazy, or whatever that is, it's only a reflection of old versions of you that have doubted. And the way to diminish and transmute that energy is to make your new choice from your place of alignment now. And know that you're guided in that direction. And then A, that voice will dissipate. B, you'll have a different relationship with it. You'll have a different aligned relationship with a lot of your demons, and you can end up befriending a lot of your demons and thanking them for propelling you to the direction you want to go. If not for them, you wouldn't know the direction you want to go. And I think if you go to this place, if you go there and do what you're looking to do, I think you're there. I think you're going to find what you're looking for. I think you're part of the new human consciousness that's coming and really going to be the ones that make the change that the world has been calling for so long. And there's people that are waking up now, and you're clearly one of them. And it is when you are in that place of being asked to choose with who you want to be, or being asked to believe the lies that you used to believe about yourself. It's a powerful moment. It's a really powerful moment. I'm stoked that you're there. I'm stoked that you came on, that this little audio test turned into a dope conversation. I'm grateful for you. I'm pumped for you. You have to keep me posted if you would, if you don't mind. Like I said, I post on here like the episodes, but it's an audio podcast. So we're just shifting into video now soon. So I would love it if you would keep me posted if you can. Oh, awesome. This is great. I have to run for now, but I'm so glad that this happened. I'm actually gonna let this stay out there. I was gonna just delete it, but I like it. I'm gonna keep it on the channel. I'm really, really grateful for you. You're the first person on the first live, so that means the world to me. And we'll definitely connect again. And I hope you have a badass day and an awesome Halloween. Keep doing what you're doing.